In an alarming turn of events near the Ukraine border, a Russian village has become the inadvertent target of its own nation's military forces. The Russian Defense Ministry, in a rare admission, confirmed that an emergency release of munitions caused substantial shock and damage to the quiet settlement. The incident has cast a sobering light on the perils of proximity to conflict zones and raised questions about the safety measures and protocols observed by military personnel in such high-tension regions. The blunder occurred during what was described as a routine operation by Russian forces, stationed near the border as part of the ongoing conflict with Ukraine. Details around the circumstances of the emergency release remain scarce, but the aftermath has left the local population reeling from the unexpected assault. This friendly fire incident is especially notable given Russia's historically tight-lipped stance on military mishaps. The release of this information, however, signals a potentially new approach to transparency, or it may simply reflect the undeniable nature of the mistake that has affected Russian civilians directly. The residents of the impacted village found themselves amidst chaos as the weapons intended for a different destination rained down upon them, causing destruction to property and sowing terror in the community. While there have been no reports of casualties, the psychological and material damage has been done, with the Russian government pledging to compensate those affected. The news is relevant today as it underscores the complexities and inherent risks of military operations near civilian areas. Mistakes on the battlefield, particularly those affecting non-combatants, have significant implications for public perception and the legitimacy of military endeavors. Moreover, as the eyes of the world remain fixed on the tensions between Russia and Ukraine, this event places additional scrutiny on the operational capabilities and discipline of Russian forces. It can influence the regional stability and the broader geopolitical dynamics at a time when the margin for error is exceedingly narrow. In a region fraught with conflict and uncertainty, this accidental bombing serves as a distressing reminder of the fine line between security and hazard that the inhabitants of border towns must navigate. It also raises broader concerns about the conduct of armed forces and the importance of safeguarding civilians amidst the fog of war. The Russian Defense Ministry's prompt recognition of the incident may be the first step towards addressing these concerns. Still, it is the subsequent actions and preventative measures that will ultimately determine the future safety of those living in the shadow of the ongoing conflict.